All right, today we're going to talk about how to burn off belly fat as fast as possible. And this video is for beginners. There's some very important details. So let me just show you the 5 most important things to focus on so you can be very, very successful right from the beginning and not end up where a lot of people end up, where they get this plateau and they just can't seem to get past a certain point. But at least let's get you started with the most important tips. Now, what is the goal of getting on the ketogenic plan? The goal is to bring your insulin levels as low as possible. That is the goal. If your insulin levels are low, you have a maximum fat burning, you have a maximum ketosis.
Keeping insulin levels low is crucial for maximizing ketosis and promoting effective weight loss. Insulin is a hormone that regulates blood sugar levels, but when it remains elevated, often due to frequent carbohydrate consumption, it inhibits the body's ability to burn fat for fuel. In contrast, lower insulin levels signal the body to shift into a fat-burning state, allowing for the production of ketones, which serve as an alternative energy source. This metabolic state not only enhances fat loss, but also helps regulate hunger hormones, stabilize energy levels, and improve metabolic health. By prioritizing low-carb, high-fat foods and practicing intermittent fasting, individuals can optimize insulin sensitivity, sustain ketosis, and achieve long-term weight management.
All right, tip number 1. Instead of counting your grams of carbs, it's going to be much easier to consume certain carbs that you don't have to count, okay? And I'm talking about leafy green vegetables, salads. Because this is mostly fiber and the insulin response is almost zero, because fiber is the only carbohydrate that does not affect insulin. So when we're talking about salad, we don't have to be counting carbohydrates. In fact, I want you to consume a larger amount of salad. I want you to consume at least 7 cups of salad per day. It's not hard to do that. And one little tip on this point with salad to make it easier to consume is we use a salad cutter. So we actually cut the salad down. So we have this bowl of salad and then we cut it down and it just makes it even smaller and it's easier to consume. So
eating salad, leafy greens, and vegetables first during a meal is a powerful strategy for weight loss and overall health. These fiber-rich foods help slow digestion, promoting a feeling of fullness and reducing the likelihood of overeating higher-calorie foods later in the meal. The fiber also stabilizes blood sugar levels, preventing insulin spikes that can lead to fat storage and cravings. Leafy greens and vegetables are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support metabolism, digestion, and overall well-being. By prioritizing these nutrient-dense foods at the beginning of a meal, you can naturally control portion sizes, enhance satiety, and create a sustainable approach to healthy eating and weight management.
all right, number 2, protein. There's a couple practical things about protein you need to know. First of all, maybe you want to start with the protein the size of the palm of your hand. And if you're a bigger person or a younger person, have more. And if you're an older person with a slower metabolism, have a little bit less. If you have too much protein, then you're going to find that you're going to feel sluggish, and that can slow down your ketosis as well. Now, the same goes with not enough protein. You can feel too tired because your body needs a certain amount of protein. Now, the key with protein is don't do low-fat protein. Find a protein that has the most fat. Fat normally comes with protein. And so if you're going to do a hamburger, which I actually eat a lot of hamburger, get the fattiest hamburger. If you're going to do fish, don't get the leanest fish. Do the salmon or even sardines.
Eating high-fat proteins is essential for effective weight loss because they help regulate hunger hormones, promote satiety, and support metabolic function. Unlike carbohydrates, which can cause blood sugar spikes and crashes leading to cravings, high-fat proteins provide a steady source of energy and keep insulin levels low, allowing the body to stay in fat-burning mode. Dietary fats and proteins are crucial for preserving lean muscle mass, which helps maintain a higher metabolic rate. Foods like fatty fish, eggs, grass-fed meats, and full-fat dairy also provide essential nutrients such as omega-3s and fat-soluble vitamins that support overall health. By prioritizing high-fat proteins, individuals can naturally reduce calorie intake, curb cravings, and sustain long-term weight loss while keeping energy levels stable.
Tip number 3 is about fat. Now, if you're new to keto and you're just starting out, it's very important to increase the amount of fat at each meal. So that could be consuming more nuts. I like pecans, but you can do other types of nuts as well. You can do macadamia nuts. You have olives, avocado. You have more olive oil on your salad. You have MCT oil. It is very, very important to also do intermittent fasting with healthy keto. Now, why? Well, if you were to check your ketones, your blood ketones, and the scale goes up from 0 all the way up to like 7, it can go a little bit higher, but roughly there's a scale, right? If you do just keto without intermittent fasting, chances are you're not going to get above 1, 2, maybe 3, okay? Your level of ketones. The higher, the more ketosis, the deeper fat burning you're going to be in, and the lower in the scale, the less you're going to be into ketosis.
Combining the ketogenic diet with intermittent fasting creates a powerful synergy for accelerating weight loss and optimizing metabolic health. The ketogenic diet keeps insulin levels low by drastically reducing carbohydrate intake, forcing the body to burn fat for fuel and produce ketones for energy. Intermittent fasting enhances this process by extending the period in which insulin remains low, allowing the body to tap deeper into fat stores for energy. Fasting also triggers autophagy, a cellular repair process that helps improve metabolic efficiency and reduce inflammation. Together, these strategies maximize fat burning, stabilize energy levels, and regulate hunger hormones, making it easier to maintain a calorie deficit and sustain long-term weight loss.
When you're doing intermittent fasting, when you're doing ketosis, it's very important to include all the nutrients that you need to prevent nutritional deficiencies, because you're no longer going to be doing 3 meals and snacks. And so if you're going to do 2 meals or 1 meal, it's a little more difficult to get your nutrients. And the fact that you're in ketosis means that you're going to be burning up different nutrients. The requirements of certain nutrients are going to be higher than they were before. So you're going to need more B vitamins, more electrolytes.
Supplementing with B vitamins and electrolytes is essential when following a ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting to maintain energy levels, support metabolism, and prevent deficiencies. Since keto significantly reduces carbohydrate intake, the body excretes more water and electrolytes, increasing the risk of dehydration, muscle cramps, and fatigue. Key electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium help regulate nerve function, muscle contractions, and hydration, making them crucial for overall well-being. B vitamins, particularly B1, B6, and B12, play a vital role in energy production, brain function, and red blood cell formation, yet they can be depleted due to dietary changes. Ensuring adequate intake of these nutrients helps prevent keto flu symptoms, supports metabolic processes, and enhances endurance, making it easier to sustain both fasting and ketosis for long-term health benefits.
All right, number 5, we want to make this a lifestyle change. We want this to be enjoyable. The fact that your cognitive function is going to improve, your energy is going to improve, your mood is going to improve, and your belly is going to shrink is all going to make you happier. You're going to feel better. But a lot of people miss all these kind of pleasure foods. And so there's a couple things that I include after a meal that you might want to also include. And one is a low carb chocolate. You can do Lily's chocolate. There's a lot of other chocolate products that you can consume that have low carb, but I tend to do a little chocolate after my first meal. Not a whole bar, I might have a half a bar, and it's actually quite pleasurable. The other thing you can do, not every meal, but maybe a few times a week, is to make some really cool keto desserts and have one of those at the end of the meal. It's very, very pleasurable, very enjoyable, and that way you can look forward to having some healthy version of a dessert. So at this point, if you do these basic things, these 5 things, you're going to notice some considerable results.